Hello children, welcome back to the class. Today in this class we are going to conclude Act 2 Scene 1. I hope you will like the video, share it and you will subscribe. So in the last video we have seen how the conspirators meet at Brutus's place and how they hatched a plan. And they decided to part from each other and just to behave as normally as they could. So now we just continue with the scene. Good gentlemen, look fresh and merrily. Let not our looks put on our purposes, but bear it as our Romans acted do, with untired spirits and formal constancy. And so good tomorrow to you everyone. That means Sir Brutus states to all those conspirators who have come to his place. He's bid them goodbye and says that they should hide their looks. That means their whatever is happening in their minds, whatever thoughts they are having, it should not be expressed. It should not be expressed in their looks. And they should just they should look as fresh, as normal as the actors pretend to do. As the actors, they pretend to be something else, or as they pretend to. So in that manner only, the conspirators should act in a fresh manner. They should look gentle, they should look simple and full of energy and full of spirit. Exempt all but Brutus. So all the conspirators leave the place except Brutus. While Lucius fast asleep, it is no matter. Enjoy the honey-heavy dew of slumber. Thou hast no figures nor no fantasies, which busy care draws in the brains of men. Therefore thou sleepst so sound. Now he called for his servant Lucius, but finds that he is sleeping, is fast asleep. And Brutus says that he must enjoy his sleep because he's not disturbed by any kind of fantasies, by any kind of dreams or any kind of those strange sights that were happening in the streets of Rome. Enter Portia. Now we see one more character entering the scene, that is Brutus's beloved wife Portia. Brutus, my lord. Brutus, Portia, what mean you? Wherefore rise you now? It's not for your health thus to commit your weak condition to the raw cold morning. Now here Portia, when it comes to meet Brutus, Brutus complains that she should not leave her bed and expose herself to the cold morning air because she is not well. Portia, not for yours neither. You have ungently, Brutus, stole my bed, and yesternight at supper you suddenly arose and walked about, musing and sighting, with your arms across. And when I asked you what the matter was, you stared upon me with ungentle looks. Now here Portia complains. She all complains to Brutus that he has left her alone in the bed and he has come to this cold air, exposing himself to the cold air, which is not good for his health. And she's also complaining that how he has, excuse me, not completed his dinner. He has left the supper and he looked quite disturbed and lost in his thought. He just crossed his arms, moved here up and down. You stared upon me with ungentle looks. I urged you further. That means when Portia again asked him what was the reason or what things were disturbing him, then you scratched your head. Then he just scratched his head and too impatiently stamped your foot. Yet I insisted. Still further, when Portia urged him to explain the matter to him. Wafture of your hand gave signs for me to leave, so I did. Now, he looked angry and he made the sign. He just asked her to leave from that place. And so Portia did so. Fearing to strengthen that impatience, which seemed too much enkindled, and withal, hoping it was but an effect of humour. But sometime hath his hour with every man. It will not let you eat, nor talk, nor sleep. And could it work so much upon your shape, as it hath much prevailed on your condition, I should not know you, Brutus, dear my lord. That means she says that how he is behaving, a peculiar behavior. He has not taken his supper. He has left her alone in the bed. He's exposing him to the cold air. And when Portia asked about it, either he neglects her, or he looks like an angry man, gives an ungentle look, and just asks to leave that place. And Portia thought that it was just the change of mind. It was just swinging moods, she thought. But something that was troubling him, it was just expressing that it was exposed in his face. She could see that how Brutus is having some disturbing thoughts. His face, his looks, his appearance is totally was looking disturbed. His mental condition was totally, she could see it on his face, on his face. Make me acquainted with your cause of grief. Now, Portia insists him to share the problem, the things that is troubling Brutus. I'm not well in health, and that is all. So Brutus just gives the reason that he is not well. His health is not well. Brutus is wise, and were he not in health, he would embrace that means to come by it. That means she says that Brutus is quite a wise man. He's quite a thoughtful man. And if health is disturbing him, then he should always take that step or that thing that would help him to recover. Brutus, why? So I do. Good Portia, go to bed. Now he says, yes, I'm doing the same thing. I'm just following those things that will keep me healthy. So you better go to sleep. Portia, is Brutus sick? And is it physical to walk unimpressed, and suck up the humours of the dark morning? What, is Brutus sick? And will he steal out of his wholesome bed to dare the wild contagion of the night, and tempt the rimy and unpurged air to add unto his sickness? Now, she complains that really Brutus is ill? Is it so? Is it true? Because if he's ill, then why he should leave the warmth of the bed? Why should come here and expose him to that cold, damp air to make him more well or more sick? No, my Brutus, you have some sickness offense within your mind. That means she says that it's not the health that is concerning him, but it is the mind. Something is going very wrong in his mind. Some thoughts that are disturbing him, which by the right and virtue of my place I ought to know of, and upon my knees I charm you by my once commended beauty, by all your woes of love and that great woe, which did incorporate and makes us one. Now she says that she has the right. She is the wife of Brutus, and she has the right to know. She has the right to know the trouble that Brutus is going through, the problem that he's facing. And so she kneeled down in front of him. She just knelt down and asked him to share his problem. And by the beauty that once commended, that once he used to take the oaths, the promises of his beauty, and the oaths of love that they have both has taken, that you unfold to me yourself your half, that makes her the better half of Brutus. Why are you heavy, and what men tonight have had to resort to you? For here have been some 6 or 7 who did hide their faces even from darkness. Now see what's going on, because she has heard some 6 or 7 men who had come to his place and had something very secretly they had shared among themselves. So what's the matter? What's going on in this darkness? Brutus, kneel not, gentle Portia. He says, please don't kneel down. Portia, I should not need if you were gentle, Brutus. There's no need of kneeling in front of you, but I want to know the reason. Within the bond of marriage, tell me, Brutus. I'm the wife. Portia is the wife, and she has the right to know the things, the secret of Brutus. Is it expected I know no secrets that appertain to you? Am I yourself? But as it were in sort or limitation, to keep with you at meals, comfort your bed, and talk to you sometimes. Dwell I but in suburbs of your good pleasure, if it be no more. Portia is Brutus's harlot, not his wife. That means she says she's the person. She has a worthy place. She has a valuable place in Brutus's life. She is his wife, whom he had made promises to share all the secrets. She has the right to know about the secret, about the problems that Brutus is going through. Because she is not only the person to entertain him, not to just have supper together, have the meals together, just to move about with him, or just to sleep with him, or to have some talk with him. But she has the right to know. If Brutus shares everything with her, then that she should be called the wife. Otherwise, she will be the mistress. Mistresses are those who are just kept for entertainment, just not the person whom you can share your soul. So Portia calls herself that if Brutus does not share his problems with him, the secret with her, then he should not treat him like his wife. It's just like a harlot or a mistress. Brutus, you are my true and honorable wife, as dear to me as the ruddy drops to visit my sad heart. So he says, no, you are my true wife. You are my honorable wife, and you have the right to know the problems, to know about the troubles, the secret of my life. Portia, if this were true, then should I know this secret? Now, if you are telling me that I am truthfully your wife, you really respect me to be your wife, then I should have the right to know the secret. You should share with me. I grant I'm a woman, but we thought she accepts. Dear, she has a woman. She has the heart of a woman. She's physically a woman, but she is she is strong mentally because she is Cato's daughter. Cato, one of the most famous orator at that time, the person who has supported Pompey. He has fought for Pompey, and he has committed after Pompey was killed. He committed suicide because he did not want to be taken by Caesar. So she calls herself this. Her father was so strong, and her husband is also a noble man, a very strong man of Rome. And so, being a wife, being a daughter of such a family, of such a background, having a husband of such a noble person, such a noble and honorable person of Rome, she has the right, she has the heart to listen everything. She has the courage to go through the secret. Now, tell me your counsels. I will not disclose them. So you can share it because she's not going to share those secrets with anybody. I made strong proof of my constancy, giving myself a voluntary wound. Here in my thigh can I bear that with patience, and not my husband's secrets. That means she can wound herself and she can bear that pain. So if she has the power to bear the pain, so she has also the power to keep the secret with herself. Brutus, oh ye gods, render me worthy of this noble wife. And she says, oh God, I'm such a worthy, make me worthy of this wife. She's such a noble person, such an honorable person, such an important person of Brutus's life. Then comes a knocking, a sound of knocking. Hark, hark, one knocks. Portia, go in a while, and by thy bosom shall partake the secrets of my heart. All my engagements I will construe to thee. All the character of my sad rose, leave me with his. Now he said that just leave for a while, because after that he is going to share all the secrets, all the plans, whatever he had with Portia, is going to share with him. Exit Portia. She leaves. Lucius, who's that knocks? Re-enter Lucius with Ligarius. Lucius is a sick man that will speak with you. That means a sick man has come who's going to speak with you. Brutus. Case Ligarius, that Metellus spake of you. That means Metellus has already spoken about Lucius. Ligarius. Worship, good morrow from a feeble tongue. That means, Brutus says, Case Ligarius, that Metellus spake of. Boy, stand aside, Case Ligarius. How? Now, he asks Lucius to leave and then says that, okay, Ligarius, come. What do you have to say? Ligarius, vouchsafe good morrow from a feeble tongue. Now he wishes him good morning, and he says he's very weak, he's a feeble man. Brutus, oh, what a time have you, brave Caius, to wear a kerchief. Would you when not sick? Now you have got a wrong time to be sick. You have chosen a wrong time to be sick because you have a lot of things to do. Ligarius, I'm not sick. If Brutus have in hand an exploit worthy the same name of honor, that if anything Brutus has that brings honor to them, if any noble act is there, then he is not sick. He is quite strong, he's mentally quite strong, and his sickness will leave him. Brutus, such an exploit have I in hand. Ligarius, had you healthful here to hear of it? That are you still healthy? You can hear all the plannings, all the things that I have to say. Ligarius, by all the gods of Romans, bow before I here discard my sickness, soul of Rome. That means in the name of God, he says that I am not sick. Let all the sickness leave me, and I am quite well, quite strong to hear to you. I have my ear to hear. Brave son derived from the honorable loins. Thou, like an exorcist, hast conjured up. My mortified spirit now bid me run. That means the sickness that has bid me, that has made me weak, now it's leaving me. Now it's going, and I'm going to be a strong man, a spirited man. And I will strive with things impossible, yea, get the better of them, what's to do. Now, just tell me, how can I help you? How can I go through those difficulties? Brutus. A piece of work that will make sick men whole. Now there's a honorable deed is there, a work is there that will make the sick man strong, Ligarius. But are not some whole thought must make sick. Plutus. Must be also. Why it is, my Caius, I shall unfold to thee as we are going to whom it must be done. Now I'll tell you everything about the activity, about the deed that we are going to commit, about the person. Ligarius. Sit on your foot, and with a heart new fired I follow you. To do I know not what, but it sufficeth that Drusus leads me. Now Ligarius says, just start walking, let's go, and I'll follow you till you go to the place, to the destination, and I will do as you will say. You be the leader. Brutus, follow me then. Now Brutus asks Ligarius to follow, and they together leave. So children, here we come to the concluding part of Act 2, Scene 1. In the next video, we'll share about the Scene 2. So I hope you have liked the video and will share it and subscribe it. Thank you.